There was many moments in his life when he felt completely stuck. Not stuck like, I don't know what to do. Stuck like no matter what I do, nothing changes. Every morning he woke up with the same weight on his chest. Debt, bills, phone calls he didn't want to answer, messages from people asking for money he didn't have. He wasn't lazy. That's the lie people tell from the outside. He was tired, mentally tired. At night, he would lie on the bed staring at the ceiling, doing the same math again and again. If I pay this loan, I can't pay that one. If I skip this bill, next month will be worse. There was many days he avoided mirrors, because he didn't like the person looking back. Not because he failed once, but because he felt like he was failing every single day. One day, something small broke him. A simple call from the bank. Nothing dramatic, just a calm voice saying, "This is your final notice." After that call ended, he didn't cry immediately. He just sat there, phone in his hand, silent. That silence was louder than any shout. That night, he made a decision. Not a motivational decision, not a heroic one, a practical one. He stopped thinking about clearing all his debt. That thought was too big and crushed him every time. Instead, he asked one simple question. What is the smallest thing I can fix this week? The next morning, he woke up early. Not inspired, just desperate enough to try. He wrote every single debt on paper. No hiding, no skipping. Seeing the numbers hurt, but avoiding them hurt more. Then he took extra work. Work that didn't look cool. Work he wouldn't post online. Work that paid less than his ego wanted, but more than his excuses. There was many days he wanted to quit. Days when progress felt invisible. Days when one problem ended and another started immediately. But something slowly changed. For the first time, numbers started going down instead of up. Even if it was small. Even if it took weeks. Each paid bill gave him a little air to breathe. Each cleared amount gave him proof. I'm not stuck forever. Months passed. Not magically. Painfully slow. He learned to say no to things he couldn't afford. He learned to live smaller so his future could live bigger. And one day, without fireworks, without celebration, he made the last payment. No dramatic music. Just silence again. But this time, the silence felt light. He didn't become rich overnight. He didn't become fearless. But he became something more important. Someone who knew that problems can be faced one step at a time. And if you're buried under problems right now, remember this. You don't need to fix your whole life today. You just need to fix one small thing. That's how he did it. Before the debt, life already showed him its real face. When he had nothing, nobody stood beside him. Not because people were evil, but because struggle is invisible unless you're inside it. When he spoke about stress, they changed the topic. When he spoke about problems, they gave cheap advice. And when he stopped speaking altogether, no one noticed. Before the debt, his phone was quiet. No messages asking how he was doing. No calls checking if he was okay. People say, "We're here for you." But what they really mean is, "We're here when it's convenient." During those days, he learned something painful but true. Most people don't care about your pain. They care about the version of you that benefits them. After he cleared his debt, everything changed. The same people who disappeared started reappearing. Suddenly, his phone was alive. "Let's catch up. You've changed. I always believed in you." That's when reality hit hard. It wasn't his character they respected. It was his stability. It was his money. It was the image of success. This is the ugly truth nobody likes to say out loud. In today's world, money talks louder than human kindness. Before success, he was unlucky. After success, he was inspiring. Same person, same values, different balance. But he didn't become bitter. He became aware. Every suffering taught him something real. Not quotes, not slogans. He learned who listens when you're broke. He learned who stays when you're silent. He learned that loneliness is the price of growth, and clarity is the reward. He learned to trust actions, not words. He learned to keep his circle small and his standards high. And most importantly, he learned this. Pain didn't destroy him, it educated him. So if you're suffering right now, understand this. You're not being punished, you're being trained. Trained to see people clearly. Trained to value yourself without applause. Trained to survive without validation. And when you rise, rise quietly, because the real ones don't need proof. And the fake ones don't deserve explanations.